Good morning, everybody. Just been looking through Facebook, and thanks to their great targeted ads that pop up all the time, Nike has provided me with information about that recent record-breaking marathon time, just over 2 hours by, I think it's just 2 hours and a minute, which I think someone commented is something like 2:52 a kilometre or 4:38 a mile. It's absolutely crazy and remarkable what the human body can do, and no doubt the training for that was out of this world. I know he's a great competitor anyway. I'm not going to say his name because I'll probably completely butcher it, but I'll put a little picture somewhere of his happy face, and I'm sure he is happy. But it's funny, isn't it, where the mind goes to? Can you imagine running 2:01, and he must have been thinking, so close to 2, so close to 2. So it's just that human response, isn't it? Oh my gosh, I'm so close to 2, maybe next time. But inspiring all the same. The fact you can run that is out of this world, but it sets the bar for the next person. There's always somebody further down the line looking to get bigger, better, faster, stronger. So here's to it. Just home after another pretty busy day. I actually did a bit of running at work today in the lunch hour, so I didn't film anything because I'm on site, obviously, with children and things like that, and it's just not appropriate to do so. But that was good fun. I just want to do a couple of shout-outs. I've been really inspired this week by the people that I subscribe to, and the efforts that they're making, and the attempts at achieving their goals and dreams. It just is so inspiring. And I've dropped comments on their pages just suggesting that, I really am inspired, and I genuinely mean it, because I look at these people who, are months and years ahead of me in terms of the process, but they've still got that sort of same passion, that same fire that I've got. And yeah, so let's get into it. Seth with his Run Rabbit Run. Wow. I mean, that guy followed the journey, his just enthusiasm for it, his documenting of the journey. It's just so great. And like he said, you live and learn. You do live and learn. But the point is, he got out there. He was on the starting line, and so many people don't even get that far. We're talking about small percentages here of the amount of people that have touched their foot on the start line of events like that. 40 runs, having a go at the Great North Run, and he was obviously due to do the East as well. But again, just getting himself out there, spreading the word, building awareness. Great video to watch. I just really enjoy watching the vlog. It's given me some ideas about further down the line how I might like to document my runs in terms of the bigger runs, the half marathons and the marathons. John this week, in fact today, talking about his run streak. I think it's up to 260 now. Incredible. I mean, I'm up to, what's his video, 158, 159? Oh, don't even know, that's a shame. Unfortunately for me, and it really is unfortunate, there have been obviously days where I haven't been able to run, and that was a bit of a shame, but hey, it is what it is. I can't call it necessarily a run streak, but mentally I was running, physically I was not running. Vegside Connection, some great content this week. A really tranquil place that was posted a few days ago. It looks fantastic. I love watching people exploring their local environments. It just is. It's a great booster and a great reminder of what this world has to offer, which is why running for me is so exciting, because you just get to see things you wouldn't normally see. When you're driving your car, you're driving past these places all the time, but until you get out on foot, you don't get a chance to really see them properly. Whizzing by your window, it's just an afterthought, whereas if you're in the moment, it's brilliant. Also, some great recipes. I need to get myself involved with a little bit more cooking equipment, I think. I'm happy with the way I'm cooking. Obviously, I enjoy the food I make, but I think sometimes it's looking for ways to just ignite that flame, make it a little bit more exciting, a little bit more vibrant, a little bit more interesting. Because sometimes at the end of the day, when you get home, it's great to eat, but again, the idea of actually sitting down and planning something and getting home and doing some prep, that whole thing makes the eating even more enjoyable. Who am I missing out here? Oh, here we are running. Run Reigate Run. I just watched the video literally a few minutes ago.
I really would have loved to have taken part in that. I was busy on the day. I had other things I had to do. In fact, you saw I was at work, had some projects I was working on. Otherwise, I would have loved to have been there. I mean, at the start of the video, I was talking about trying to get that. I think it was the 140. Was it 140? Sorry if I've miscalculated there. 140 time, and his friend was going for 150, and he was a little bit injured. I mean, obviously at the moment my half marathon time is over 2, but I'd like to be going sub 2 in the future. I don't know when I'm going to next attempt the half marathon distance. It's within my grasp. It's not something that I can't manage to do. It's just what kind of pace I'm going to do it at. And last time I think I just overcooked it completely. I'm a little bit hesitant to push it that far. Who have I missed out? Have I missed somebody out? I might have missed somebody out. I'll shoot it in the next video, don't worry. Something else that's come up as well. Since announcing my Brighton Marathon run, and that I'm doing it for mine, the charity, links down below if you're interested. Fundraising page is really building now. I'm completely overwhelmed. I'm always surprised by how people react and how people respond, how people get involved in these sorts of things, because I tend to see these things come on Facebook. I always drop a donation if I feel it's something that I care about, to be perfectly honest with you. If I've got a little bit of spare cash, I'll just throw it their way anyway, especially if it's a good friend of mine. But of course, if it's something that's close to heart, sometimes you can just dig a little bit deeper. And in doing all of this, my uncle reached out to me, and I didn't really remember this fact, actually. So when I saw him last, it was at a wedding about a year ago, and we were talking about running then, and I wasn't running at that time at all. Maybe I'd had one go on the treadmill, but basically I hadn't run. And I completely forgot that he had just done the London Marathon and was due to do it again a second time, which he did this year, in fact. So anyway, he reached out and he said to me, I've got a half marathon that I'm doing next year, 2019. Me and my friends, we get on the training plan from early January. Do you want to join us? He only lives up the road from me. Of course, I'm a little bit nervous about it because I've not really run with anybody. I know it's a long way off, but I guess for me, there's that sense of, are they quicker than me? Can I keep up? I don't want to bail on a run, that kind of stuff, which you don't need to be thinking negatively about, but it ran through my mind because I never considered running with anybody else. I'm just solo, and that's the way I do things. Now, the half marathon that he's training for is actually the week after my half marathon. I've already got booked in, so what I will say to him, because I didn't say it at the time, is that actually, I'll jump on his plan. I've got my own plan, which I absolutely love at the moment. I'm actually following that plan, and it's really, really working wonders for me. It's just so good. I like clarity. I like to be able to know what I'm doing every day. And okay, it's a template, and if I have to adjust things slightly, then I do. But I think I'll jump on board with him and just do a little bit of a light work and just get an insight. When you've got somebody who has been there before, I love these YouTube videos. I love the people I'm subscribed to. It just gives me such a wealth of information. But when you've got somebody local, and I had not even thought to use him as a resource. Of course, I wasn't actually sharing this with anybody originally anyway, so I would never have reached out to him. But now I know, I just think I can tap into that and maybe meet him on a run, because he is local to me. He has actually said, as it turns out, that he has seen me running. I don't know how that happened. Obviously, he didn't acknowledge me on the road or anything like that. But sorry this video is a little bit long. I was just hoping it was going to be a really short and sharp video. But like I said, the people I'm subscribed to, just keep doing what you're doing. Honestly, you are giving me just a fantastic experience of this running, in your comments, in your content, and I just can't thank you enough for everything that you're doing. So please do keep up the fantastic work. You are inspiring me to be a better person, to be a better runner, and hopefully to get better at this. Like I said, most of my vlogs follow a similar pattern. I'm just handheld, iPhone, nothing fancy, but hopefully I can develop into something a little bit, a bit cooler, a little bit more techie moving forward.